Oracle of Tzeentch, Keeper of the Destiny Scrolls, Mocking Watcher. The Lord of Change, Kairos Fateweaver, goes by many names, for he is a rare breed of Tzeentchian demon, one of the upper echelons of the Changer of Ways, but this was not always the case. While Lords of Change are indeed some of the most powerful spellcasters within the Warhammer fantasy universe, it takes a special circumstance to make you even more so. Kairos was no better than any other Lord of Change long ago, but fate would have other plans. Within Tzeentch's great confusing labyrinth, of which only himself and the strongest of his demons may safely navigate, is the Impossible Fortress. Tzeentch's great palace where insanity makes itself manifest, and sorcerous familiars are born from those who fail to even reach its doors. Now, within the Impossible Fortress is something truly fascinating, otherworldly, and that transcends reality. This is the Well of Eternity. The well itself acts as a font of knowledge, speculated to have the secrets of all that was, all that is, and all that will be, infinity and eternity. Curiously enough, the Changer of Ways cannot understand the Well of Eternity itself, the one puzzle he cannot solve, and has spent many years trying to unlock its secrets. This, however, is where Kairos comes to play in the grand scheme of things. Not willing to risk himself by entering the Well of Eternity, Tzeentch, knowing well enough that literally anything could happen, even his own destruction, hurled Kairos into the well, hoping to see some results of what may happen. It is unknown as to how long Tzeentch waited, but time is irrelevant to the great schemer. But it is known that Kairos eventually did claw his way out of the well, now forever changed. Where once there was one head, now there are two, sentient in their own right, but controlling the same body. The well's mysteries had infused themselves with Kairos, mutating and empowering him by untold measures. It is even said that now there are secrets of the universe that only he knows, and are even hidden to Tzeentch himself. His right head sees all possibilities as clear as day, no scheme is hidden from its sight, and the infinite possibilities of tomorrow crystallize into irrefutable fact. His left head sees the past without petty colorations of perspective and bias. Knowledge of the past and future course through his body as a conduit of secrets, but this power does lead to weakness. Kairos is truly blind to the present, unable to see time as it passes, meaning that his strengths are balanced as his weakness, as time is forever changing. Some even believe that Kairos not only sees into the reality where he is made manifest, but all realities, which may lead to confusion as to why this greater demon has been defeated in the past and will be defeated numerous times in the future. Nonetheless, his newfound abilities make him extremely valuable to the Changer of Ways, for now he may use Kairos as a way to learn the secrets from the Well of Eternity without risking his own existence, and the possible catastrophic events that could follow to the fabric of reality with his passing. Kairos now sits at Tzeentch's right hand, whispering the secrets of the well to his master, as many other Lords of Change write down his words for their own means, but also forming part of Tzeentch's own being as he strives to understand eternity and eventually control it. Kairos is of course extremely powerful because of his knowledge, yet it makes him very vulnerable to physical attack, his blindness making him a target to knowledgeable enemy commanders as they are fully aware that he cannot see into the present. But his knowledge of the future does keep him one step ahead of his enemies, knowing full well that one may come and challenge him, or if an enemy is trying to sneak up behind him. As he cannot see time passing as it does, he must rely mostly on memory and scheming in an effort to prepare some spells as traps in advance to make sure that he does not fall in the battlefield and can continue with his plans. As of course, while he is still the right hand of Tzeentch, he is not permanently stationed in the Impossible Fortress. He must go about his own ways and enact the plans of the Changer of Ways in any way, shape or form. Whether this is retrieving an artifact, destroying enemy armies, or planting the seeds of doubt within a nation so that the Changer may unleash his forces. Now, we have spoken about Kairos' weaknesses in battle, but we have to talk about his strengths too. Kairos is of course an incredibly powerful spellcaster, one of the strongest to have ever existed, even if his existence is not his own, but a mere fragment of Tzeentch's very own being. It is said that he knows every spell in existence, every sigil, sign, and quirk of mystical power. His knowledge of the many magical laws will keep him many steps ahead of any spellcasters he may face, knowing the strengths and weaknesses of what may be thrown against him and how to perfectly counter it or even dispel it. It's because of this that many fear the arrival of Kairos Fateweaver into the battlefield, as most are unprepared for his magical ability, especially if he wields his famed weapon, the Staff of Tomorrow, which will allow him greater control of the winds of magic, not only as an offensive type, but also defensive in means of dispelling. Kairos is of course no stranger to the great game of chaos, and the eventual end goal of the ruinous powers themselves. But for now he bides his time, going about his own business, until the changer of ways tells him to act, for soon enough it will be time to take part in a grand dark crusade which will eventually see the ends of the world. So this was a little bit of a backstory regarding Kairos Fateweaver. He doesn't actually have a lot of lore. The majority of his stuff was, I believe, from 6th to 8th edition, and even that was mostly just copy-pasted through the army books, and some other little bits here and there. Of course, I'm releasing this at the same time as Creative Assembly, as they're doing a little blog for Kairos, and really it doesn't give a lot of information. So this video is pretty much there as a benefit to those who don't really know the character and just want to know a little bit for him, as we have been told some interesting things, like for example that the reason why he's the legendary lord for Tzeentch's factions is because of unforeseen circumstances, and I am curious to see what Creative Assembly have planned for that, considering that Kairos himself tends to know every possible future, so something that's unforeseen is very curious. But they do say that we're going to get some information regarding his faction mechanics and hopefully some interesting info regarding his campaign soon enough, and he will be the first lord that they will go about, so yeah, this sounds pretty fun. I do have a planned video just to let you know for Scarbrand, but that lore will be much more thorough than this. Unfortunately, like I said, Kairos doesn't have much. But what do you think about Kairos Fateweaver? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.